say Namo Amida Butsu. Doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namanda. Now we do have a chanting of Vandana Ti-Sarana. Due to COVID-19 regulations, only the minister will chant and then sing. However, you can see the words on the screen, and then you may chant and then sing in a way only you can hear to yourself. Please put your hands together in kansho. Today's chanting is verses reaffirming the vows, Jusege. Mindfully be free of greed. Seek to reach the supreme way. Be a guide to one and all. May my power shine great light to illumine and dispel the darkness of the three poisons, and save all from suffering. With eyes of wisdom I'll remove the darkness of ignorance. I will close all evil paths, open gates of highest good. When I attain Buddhahood, light will shine throughout all lands, light brighter than sun and moon, outshining all heavenly lights, giving my virtues to all, not forsaking anyone. I will proclaim the Dharma like the roar of a great lion, bowing before all Buddhas, steadfastly gaining virtues, with wisdom fulfilling my vows. I shall be a guide to all, like the wisdom of my teacher. May my wisdom also shine all throughout the universe, and illumine one and all. If I shall fulfill these vows, may all lands tremble with joy. From the heavens wondrous flowers rain down upon all the lands. attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando. Now we do have a moment of remembrance. Let us take a moment to think of our loved ones who have helped you become who you are, those who have cared about you, and those who have been loved by you. Also, today is a Father's Day. If your father have died already before you, or your father is still with you, let us also think of them. What they are teaching us today, through their life, we are receiving message about truth of life and the truth of ourselves. Let us bow our heads, bow our hearts. We do have a moment of remembrance. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando. Now we do have a Dharma message by Reverend Satoshi Tomioka. His message is, "My son eye drops." Reverend. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. In the beginning, please put your hands together in kansho as a gesture of respect. The Jodashin Buddhism teaching is attaining the interesting heart, Shinjin, awakening to the compassion of Amida Buddha through the working of the primal vow. We shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we will be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide people to awakening. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Namanda. Again, thank you so much, and then good morning, and aloha kako, aloha. Okay, welcome to Puna Honganji Buddhist Temple Sunday service on Father's Day. Okay, my name is Satoshi Kaimipono Tomioka. I'm a minister of Puna Honganji Buddhist Temple. Welcome to this service. So today is again on Father's Day. So if you're a father or a father's figure or grandfather, happy Father's Day. Also, Father's Day is not only for fathers, yeah. That is a day also for children too. But do you remember? Oh, again, I get to make sure again, since this is a third time Sunday service since the pandemic. Anybody remember my birthday? Or do you forget? Oh, January 3rd. Okay. So if you come to this temple Sunday service first time, that is the only thing today I want you to remember. My birthday, January 3rd, yeah? 1988, so I became 33 this year. And anybody remember my father's age? Anybody remember? Yeah. If you remember, he came to here with my parents, and then if you have a chance to go to Japan as a temple tour, you met my father. Anybody remember? You said 65. Oh, if my father watching this service, he may be upset. What? 65? Yeah. I have a brother, sister, and then myself. Yeah. My father, but actually he's now 33. 33. Yeah, young man, young father. Ne? But something strange. How come he's 33? Ne? But that means, yeah, the thing, yeah, my father became my father when I was born. Yeah, when I was born, my father became my father. So because of me, today he's a parent or father. Because of him, today I'm a son or child. My life, his life, not the two lives. We are living the same life together. So therefore today, of course, we may say thank you to fathers, but if you are father or granddad, that is the occasion. You get to tell them, no, thank you. Without you, I cannot be your father. Also, I'm not a father, but because of me, today my father is a father. So today is for everyone to deeply think about my life, people we have in our life. Also, we know there might be some people who don't feel happy on this Father's Day because maybe their father already passed away, or they may have don't have a good memories of their fathers. But on this day, each life, each existence, every single person, we can remember Buddha's compassion warmly, gently embracing each of us. Then today again, the title of my message is My Son Eye Drops. So one of the members tells me, I don't get it. What do you mean? My son eye drops. But you know, yeah, eye drops. Yeah? So like I put onto the Google, they said definition is a medicated solution for the eyes that is applied in drops, like the picture, eye drops. Or sometimes we may use to refresh or moisten dry eyes, yeah? Like in this way, like eye drops. So to myself, I haven't used eye drops maybe for more than 20 years. Maybe last time can be maybe when I was a college student, I may have used it. When I was studying and then reading so many books, when I feel so tired, my friends using eye drops. So maybe I want to try. So I purchased the eye drops and then eye drop. Yeah, kind of like a so refresh my eyes. But I didn't like it, so I didn't use after that. But one story I remember is when I was a elementary school student, when I was maybe 10 years old. Yeah, I was really kolohei. Do you know kolohei? What is in English? Yeah, rascal. Yeah, I was so bad boy. Anyway, I was so not good boy. So one day I did something bad. My mother talked to me. You know, this is not good. This is not good. But I say, I don't care. I want to do what I want to do. And finally she said, okay, when daddy come to home, I talk to him to ask you to talk to you. Don't do that. Yeah. But my father came to home. I can hear my mother talking to my father. Then I was so kind of scared. And I found eye drops in the dining room. So before I went to my room, I took the eye drops then went to my room. Then I can hear footsteps of my father coming to my room. So before he came in, I put eye drops into eyes. And when he opened the door, I'm like, I'm sorry. Then when my father saw me, I guess he felt, now he knew what he did. So he told me, Satoshi, now you learned what you did. Be careful, be mindful. And I'm sorry, Dad. And then he left. After he left, so easy. But that night, yeah, after I go to bed, I said to my parents, "Good night, daddy, mommy." My daddy said, "Satoshi, next time, don't use eye drops." Oh, he knows everything. So I think it could be you may still using eye drops for your health or certain condition of eyes, but we use eye drops. Then every time when I listen or see eye drops, one story or one person came to my mind. That to share the story, this is my question I want to think to myself. So the question is, who has the most beautiful smile? Who has the most beautiful smile? Now I can see you're smiling, but I cannot see. But could be you can think of, oh, this person smiled most beautifully. I guess each person can think of this person. To myself, the person is I call him like Mr. Shigeru Yawata. Kyoto in Japan. So I met him. So he's now he's 70 years old. Has 3 children. So I'm from Shimane Prefecture, and for university I went to Kyoto to study. At the university, he also taking a class at the university, same university. So I met him, and then like we became a good friends. That time I was 21, he was 7 or 70, so big age difference. But somehow we feel like a good like feeling each other. So we study together, and then we go to. Oh, he has a car. I didn't have a car, of course. So he offers anytime, Satoshi, anytime if you need a car, I can take you anywhere. So we became a good friends. Also, cow eating or shopping, he really helps me. Also, not only the good friends, we are also good Dharma friends. Dharma friends. So we went to temple together to listen to the message of the Buddhism. And then, since he has a car, again we can go to the far place. If we see any flyer saying there is a wonderful speaker coming to this temple, let's go together. So we really enjoy talk story, eating, and then so many good memories. And then also he was the one truly understanding the Jodo Shin Buddhism teaching, and he deeply appreciate. So we can have a conversation like about the Pure Land. What do you think when you die? Where you go? Or Pure Land? And then we can see again our loved ones. How about the Shinjin, mind of awakening? Entrusting heart to Buddha's compassion, wisdom. Do you feel it? Or Nembutsu chanting. Why do you say Namo Amida Butsu? So we enjoy those conversations. And through our conversation, talking story, deeply I can see he studied a lot. He knows so many things. At the same time, he truly try to practice. If he listen to the reflection of himself, before pointing finger on others, try to think of himself first. Or if he learned be kind, he truly try to practice, knowing that it's not easy thing to do, but guided by Buddha's compassion. Every time he has a reminder, that's right, again my ego, my desire comes out. Again, I know it, but I cannot stop it. And then he said, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Indeed, my ego so strong as Satoshi. But therefore, Buddha's compassion exists for me. So in that way, I really enjoy conversation with him. But like time passing so fast, and he knows I want to come to Hawaii as a minister. So before I came to Hawaii, he invited me to the farewell dinner with him. So he said, Satoshi, let's go to dinner. I want to take you to the good place as a farewell dinner. Again, over there, we kind of share the memories. Do you remember? We went to this, do that. We laughing, we cry. Yeah, we had a good memories. Yeah, and then since that through the conversation, he said, Satoshi, I have one thing I get to tell you. It's not a secret, but something I didn't tell you. I told you, yeah, I have 3 children, and yeah, my wife died a few years ago, so my life. But actually, there is one thing I get to tell you. What? I'm already drinking, so listening. Okay, yes. What he said was, I lost my firstborn child in accident. So to me, I was kind of already drunken. When I hear he said that word, I'm like, okay. And then he said that the first son, so pretty boy, and he is really enjoy raising child, and then good time, and he was smart, and then so kind and so gentle, always willing to help the parents and their friends. He was so friendly, and then his first child went to the college. On summer vacation, he came back to his home. And then one day he left to helping to the school project. Then usually he come back to around before dinner. On that day, he didn't come back. Even dinner time, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, still he didn't come back. So Mr. Yawata so concerned. So now we have a cell phone. He didn't have a cell phone. So what he did was get to calling to his friends or any person who might where he is. So he called, hey, this is Yawata, and then did you see my son? They say, oh no, we didn't. And calling again, did you see? Oh no, yeah. And of course he called the 911 police station. My son is missing. Can you help me? And he was so concerned. And then next morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, in his home, he was taking a rest. That time, the phone began to ring. So we can see 2 feelings. Phone calling, such early in the morning, could be 2 cases. One is a happy news. Then when he picked up the phone, that was a police officer. And the police officer told him, sir, we found your son in a mountain, and then we found him dead. According to the story, he said that his son just want to take a short hiking to the mountain, so easy hiking. But I guess a police officer said, it sounded like he fell off from the tree. He fell off from a cliff. So he fell down to the bottom of the mountain, and then sounds like he died immediately. So he couldn't believe it. What? No way. Then that was a shocking news. His first child, 20 years, so young boy. Then that was a moment his life, or he began to search for answers. Searching for answers. Why my son died? What is life? What is the meaning of my life without him? There are so many other people in this life who are not good as my son. Why? It was my son. He was so shocked and think to himself, why and then why? So he went to see so many lecture or religions to searching for answers. But whatever story or teaching he listened to, he couldn't feel the comfort. Whatever teaching people he listened, they may say, it cannot be helped. Just accept it. Or some people say, it's just a destiny. Cannot be helped. But he couldn't find comfort. After searching and then searching, Finally, he met the one minister of the Shin Buddhist minister. And then, so lucky or fortunate for him, the minister listened to him, Mr. Yawata, and his struggle, suffering. And then as he listened to the teachings, one phrase, one word struck his heart. Oh, this is a word. The word was, come as you are. Come as you are. Yeah? Every other teacher or book tells him, accept the fact, reality cannot be helped or be strong. Just do your best. But still he cannot do that. I'm missing him. I cannot forget him. I feel emptiness in my heart. I cannot do anything. But at the moment when he listened to this word, the Amida Buddha, Buddha of compassion telling you, come as you are. You don't have to change. You don't have to change your heart. I shall embrace you. When he listened to these words, even this my empty heart, my struggle, my suffering, my emptiness, you are saying, embrace me? Yes, Amida Buddha's compassion truly embrace you as you are. And then that was a moment again he began to realize about son's death, and then truth of impermanence, and then truth of Buddha's compassion. And then these words I shared in the beginning is, one of the fundamental teaching of Shin Buddhism is attaining the interesting heart, Shinjin, awakening to the compassion of Amida through the working of the primal vow. We shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we'll be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide people to awakening. So awakening to interesting heart means this Amida Buddha calling to each of us, come as you are. Whatever happens in your life, I shall embrace you. When the person realizes this embrace is for me, that is a Shinjin. That is a moment we begin to our life in the embrace of this warm compassion of Amida Buddha. And then we say, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. And then in this Buddha's compassion promised, when we welcome end of life, it's not just a death or a goodbye. That is a moment we'll be born into the Pure Land, attain enlightenment, and then meeting again with our loved ones with the most beautiful appearance. And it's not the ending. We can continue to guide the people who left behind in this world. So when the Mr. Yawata listened to this teaching, he can see now, indeed, my son is in a Pure Land, no more suffering. And now he is now with me, guiding my life, be with me, calling to me, Daddy, open your eyes, I'm here with you. So this a conversation I had with Mr. Yawata. And then before we finished eating, he said, you know, Satoshi, you may think, you said that before, you think I said to him, Mr. Yawata, I think you have the most beautiful smile I have ever seen. Then Mr. Yawata said, Satoshi, thank you. But you know, actually, even today, every night I cry. You know, every night I cry when I think of my wife, when I think of my son, you know, tears come down. I cannot stop. Tears come down. I'm so sad. I miss him. I want to see him again. But he said, these tears, when I have tears, that is a moment I can see my son. In my tears, I'm seeing my son. In my tears, I feel my son talking to me, Daddy, I love you. Thank you for having me as your child. I love you so much. And Mr. Yawata respond, no, I love you, I love you. In that tears, he's meeting again. And this tears is not only sadness, This is a tears of compassion. In the tears, Amida Buddha's compassion knows, I know you are going through so much suffering and then struggles, but no worry, I shall embrace you forever. We are together forever. So Mr. Yawata said, in my tears, I feel both so sad, at the same time so happy. In this moment, we are together. Therefore, every day, I say Namo Amida Butsu out of joy and then gratefulness. My son is with me. And then also he said, yes, it's like my son is like eye drops. It's refresh my eyes, moisten my life. Yeah, every time when I cry, my son give me reminder. Daddy, don't forget truth of impermanence. Don't take anything for granted. Yeah, appreciate what you have today. And then that's right, my son teaching me. And then moisten my life. When I miss him, when I go through so difficulties, like eye drops, moisten the dry eyes. My son gives me comfort, guide me to be compassionate, to be kind, because my son is truly with me, guided by Amida Buddha. And I guess when he talking to me, I can see tears in his eyes, yeah? And I guess when he noticed, oh, Satoshi, this is not tears, this is just eye drops I used before. Like that day we finish our conversation. So today, like in the story of Father's Day, deeply today we can think about like eye drops. We need eye drops to refresh how we see people, how we see the life, how we see ourselves. By adding eye drops of Buddha's compassion wisdom, it gives us a reminder to deeply awaken to the truth of impermanence, truth of interdependence, and truth of Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's calling voice. Whatever happens in your life, I shall embrace you. When we receive it, we realize I'm in Buddha's embrace. The word of Namo Amida Butsu comes out as an expression. Indeed, I'm in Buddha's embrace. And then together with my son and with my loved ones. As a final conclusion, please put your hands together in Gassho. Let me share the words of Shin Buddhism teaching. Attaining the interesting heart, Shinjin, awakening to the compassion of Amida Buddha through the working of the primal vow, we shall walk the path of life, reciting Amida's name, Nembutsu. At the end of life, we'll be born in the Pure Land and attain Buddhahood, returning at once to this delusional world to guide people to awakening. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda. Thank you, Reverend Tomioka. Now we do have a reading of Shinshu Pledge. Again, please put your hands together in Gassho. Shinshu Pledge. I take my refuge in the vow of Amida. I take my refuge in the vow of the Buddha, reciting the name. I live through life with strength and serenity. I follow the teachings of the Buddha, discerning the right path. I'll spread the true Dharma. I revere the light of the Buddha. I'll put my effort in my work with self-reflection and gratitude. I rejoice in the compassion of the Buddha. I'll respect and help others, and then do my best for the welfare of humankind. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Now we do have a chanting of Nembutsu. Again, please remain putting your hands together in Gassho. Namondo, 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 Namondo. Again, this concludes today's Father's Day service. Again, thank you so much for your time today. Again, today, when you go home, drive safely, and then looking forward to seeing you again next Sunday. Again, thank you so much today. Have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you so much. Mahalo.